And then here came the Judgment Day. Now we've picked up where you got to. Again, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest fit this thing to a T. And Dominic, the way they've got him dolled up now and healed out a little bit, he looks like he is the pawn in the game. He fits that part. But when Finn Balor starts talking, or the fact that he's the smallest one there when he's the veteran and is filling the leader position, apparently, I wish Edge was still in there.
You know what? When you watch it on mute, it's clear that Damian Priest is the leader. But when you just hear it and it's just my turn and now your turn to talk and it's your turn to talk, it doesn't come across that way. But when you watch it on mute, his presence, his look, the way he was moving around just holding the mic, he seemed like the leader.
It seemed like, and that's the thing, is eventually he would have been, but what they've done, and I'm not going to beat it to death, I'll say it and move on. Edge was the main event guy. Edge had the tenure. Edge had the experience. Edge was Hall of Fame. Edge was blah, blah, blah. To bring Ripley and Priest up to his level, and then Priest would have been the one to take over the leadership role if they'd been together for 6 months or a year, and then they fucking turned on Edge. And then you'd have had two guys, or you'd had Priest, you had two talents, Priest and Ripley, that had been made. But instead, they got the fucking whole reason for their group pulled away from them, and in his spot, somebody that's half fucking Ripley's size and has been used as a excellent technical in-ring wrestler and not a good promo, and has been used as a flunky and a fucking guy that everybody beat for fucking forever. And so now, yes, Priest, by his presence, is technically actually still is the leader, but he's not ready to be a leader in people's eyes because they didn't go through the process. But Priest sounds great. He even spoke Spanish. And they're putting Dom over Dominic in that way that that heels would do. And Priest and Ripley are great together. The difference in this being a cool place for Priest and Ripley to stay warm and a top attraction as a group was taking Edge out of it. And so now it's okay for Damian and Ripley to be in there, but this is not a main event organization anymore. People booed Dominic out of the arena. And Dominic can't really talk, but the others fired him up and fired the people up, and they were hot for it. And then, of course, here comes Riddle music, and then there comes Rey, and they have a match. And I love the promo, except Finn doesn't fit. And I love Rhea Ripley. She's not wrestling. I'm not sitting through Riddle, so I skipped to the finish. What'd you think of the match? Or you haven't seen it yet, have you?
I watched it in the background. It looked like a lot of action.
It was.
On mute? On mute, Riddle looked like an athlete having an athletic contest.
I can't.
You hate him. I know.
I just can't.
You hate him.
I just can't. And the thing is, because I know that he's some kind of goofy smartass in real life doesn't help. Where he's always running his mouth about Brock or Roman or somebody because he think I can beat you up for real. I got news for you, motherfucker. You want to fuck with a fucking Samoan, I don't care whether you can heel hook them or not, they're going to eat your fucking eyeball before you have the chance. But anyway, if he'd put some fucking shoes on, cut his hair, stop the goddamn rabbits from rushing out of his ass on his entrance, whatever the case, maybe he would. Nevertheless, they got down to the finish. Rey hits the 619 on Finn, but Seth Rollins comes to ringside and gloms Riddle. And Rey chases Seth Rollins off with a chair. And then Dominic dares Rey to hit him, but Rey says, no, fuck, I'm not going to do that. So Rey gets back in the ring where Priest choke slams him, and then Finn Balor hits a foot stomp, and boom, 1, 2, 3. So again, a guy comes down to the ring One of the people in the match is distracted, chases him off, gets back in the ring, and eats the other guy's finish. 3 times. And I'm not saying that's even a bad finish, but 3 times in the same show is not. So, and then we come back from a commercial break, and Seth and Riddle are having a pull apart in the back of the arena, where they stop fighting long enough with all these people pulling them apart so they can yell at each other and demand a rematch at Extreme Rules in the fight pit. Except the announcers had to explain it because all we could hear over all the yelling, was your match. Okay, yeah, your rules. Okay, well, we'll do that. So the announcers come back, well, it's going to be in the fight pit, which we liked as a gimmick when we first saw it, which was Riddle and Timothy Thatcher, right?
Didn't he lose that match? Or am I wrong?
He may have, but then who really lost? Because Timothy Thatcher then disappeared, has never been seen again.
Yeah, whatever. He was good. Whatever happened to that guy?
He was too good. They had to get rid of him. I don't know. Is he fucking paralyzed? Is he goddamn Federal Witness Protection Program? I don't know where a lot of these guys go.
He's a Triple H guy. You got to think he's going to be getting a phone call because seemingly Triple H or someone who works for him is getting in touch with every single human being that Triple H has ever had work for him. Gabe Sapolsky's back. Did you see that?
Oh, yes. I said, welcome back, Gabe. Again, all the creative talent that was put out of work by either the pandemic or, well, the pandemic's what closed Ring of Honor up. There's Delirious. Delirious just showed up in Impact. Talk about slumming. Jesus Christ. He's wrestling in Impact, not even booking. Tony Khan is so adamant that he thinks that he knows what the fuck he's doing, that Delirious Hunter Johnston, a guy with over 10 years experience booking Ring of Honor, young talent, modern style, he was free for 6 months. They didn't hire him. Gabe Sapolsky, guy who before that in Ring of Honor was the guy, he's the guy that works with all the young talent, discovers all the Tony Khan, don't hire him. But he'll take people that work in his company that have never been in any of those positions before and give them promotions so he doesn't have to talk to as much of the talent. But we're still back on Raw. And boy, at this point in time, it was easily 2 hours into this program. Easily. And I was already, to be quite honest with you, ready to turn in for the night, Brian. And I was just thinking, how in the world am I going to get a good night's sleep with nightmarish depictions of all of these rotten matches and redundant finishes running through my head like sugar plums the night before Christmas? And then I realized I don't have to worry about going to sleep and getting a good night's sleep no matter what I watch, because when I lay my brilliant head down on the pillow, it's going to be on top of a Helix sleep mattress. And that it doesn't matter what's gone on in your life. It doesn't matter how miserable you are. It doesn't matter how stressed you are. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, just go next door to the next door neighbor that makes meth under their basement, in their basement or under their kitchen sink, and get about 1.5 ounces of methamphetamine.
No.
And snort all that up.
Stop. No, do not snort any illicit drugs.
Helix
no.
sleep mattress, and you'll still go to sleep.
Listen, everyone, don't do that. It could be hazardous to your health, but what won't be hazardous to your health, what may actually propel your health, would be a good night's sleep. Helio Gracie said that he slept, I think, 12 hours a night. Maybe it was 10. I don't even know. But you could do that, too, on a Helix sleep mattress.
Is that why they have their own Helix Sleep Helio Gracie special, the Helix Helio?
I do not believe they have that special, certainly not in the copy I have in front of me, so I know they do not have that special. No.
Well, they ought to, shouldn't they? But no, here's the thing. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you abuse your body. It doesn't matter what kind of horrible chemicals you ingest. You're always going to go to sleep on a Helix sleep mattress. It just some of this stuff, if you take too much of it, you might never get up again. But that won't be Helix's fault because they've come through with their part of the bargain. They've given you the best, most state-of-the-art, comfortable mattress ever. If you want to do black tar heroin intravenously on it and you end up dying and melting into the mattress, it's not their fault. What? They fulfilled their part of the bargain.
I don't think melting into the mattress is part of the dying process when you overdose on heroin.
If they don't find the body for a few months.
You melt into the mattress?
You just kind of decompose right into the mattress.
All right, well,
it's the same thing, and here's another thing.
It's not the same thing.
Here's another thing that's very similar. A lot of you people out there, the cult of Cornette, they're getting up in age. They're up almost as old as me in their 40s or 50s. Well, you can get bed sores from a lot of these garden variety mattresses, but these HelixSleep.com mattresses, boy howdy, I'll tell you what, I have been on them for years and have not gotten one bed sore. Take that for what you will. And do with that information as you see fit.
And why don't we talk about that aspect of it, the fact that in your house, in Castle Cornette, in my house, in Last Manor, we both have multiple Helix Sleep mattresses, and we love them. We have firm ones, we have ones that, I don't know what, not loose, but not as firm. We have lots
loose ones.
We have loose mattresses. I don't know where to go from here, but ladies and gentlemen, they have great mattresses.
We have a lot of them in our home. And not one time have either one of us ever got a bed sore. Because, you know, if you lay on some of the cheap mattresses long enough, then your skin kind of grows into the fabric. And then when you peel it off, well, your skin comes with it. And goddamn, then you've got, I'll tell you what, we had pieces of Uncle Tommy on one of our old mattresses for months after he last slept here.
But that was not a Helix Sleep mattress.
No, it wasn't. That's why we changed. We said, we've got to get a mattress that doesn't have so many pieces of Uncle Tommy on it. And that's where we found the fine folks at Helix Sleep. Well, right, and folks, you just take a quiz. You just answer a few simple questions. It's not really an interrogation. They do come to your house and shine a light in your eyes, but that's just to check your pupils and the dilation factor. But you take a quiz, and they pick the perfect mattress for you. Do you like sleep on your side or your back or your stomach or whatever? Soft, medium, firm, loose mattress, whatever you like. And then, once they recommend one, you purchase it. It's delivered to your door. It's in a box that one person can actually move around. This space-age technology, you put it right where you want it. You take it out of the package, and it just comes to life. And remember, it doesn't spring to life. It slowly inflates to life. So you're not going to get a broken nose or hitting the balls or anything when this thing it's not like you pull a ripcord and suddenly just bam. It doesn't do that. You got time to get out of the way. So go to HelixSleep.com right now. HelixSleep.com/JCE. That's HELIX. HelixSleep.com/JCE. They're offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows. But you got to go right now and take that quiz and order that mattress. And I guarantee you, when that mattress shows up, there will not be one single piece of Uncle Tommy on it. Better sleep starts right now with HelixSleep.com.
That's right. Better sleep with Helix Sleep. I do approve of that. And I don't approve of going back to Raw, but let's let you finish what you started.
Well, I will finish what we started. And also, do you have any pieces of your family members from the last time they slept there?
No. Why? Sometimes
on your mattress.
Sometimes I think we moved on and you go back to the thing I
didn't give you a chance to respond if you had anybody's skin or epidermis still stuck to anything from last time that they were.
We certainly don't, and certainly not from Uncle Tommy.